Well, hi there, and welcome to the ISCFX Options Weekly Outlook for August 27th, 2012. As always, this is Jason Ayers here of OptionSource.net. Let's start off with a look at the weekly chart of the U.S. dollar index. This is a great way to gain perspective as to how the U.S. dollar has been trading against a basket of currencies. Well, the dollar index holds at the 81.5 support level once again, and while we are open to a bounce higher from here to test this 83.84 resistance level, we are cautious ahead of this weekend's Jackson Hole Symposium. Let's take a quick look at the daily snapshot. Well, the daily chart reflects this short-term support level at 81.5 and the short-term overhead resistance at 82.5. However, once again, we are very cautious of this weekend's symposium. Let's take a look at the CDD, the U.S. dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Well, the CDD bounced at the 98 and 99 support level. We are open to a push towards this 100-101 focal zone this week. Next up, the YUK, the U.S. dollar versus the Japanese yen. Well, the YUK lost considerable ground last week, dropping down to test support at 78.5. A bounce here is likely to meet resistance at 79. We are open to a move lower to test 78, a break of which opens the window for a continuation to the downside. Let's take a look at the EUI, the U.S. dollar versus the euro. Well, the EUI continued lower to test support within the 79.80 focal zone. We are open to a bounce here to test resistance at 81. However, a break below 79 opens the window for a more significant move to the downside. Next up, the BPX, the U.S. dollar versus the British pound. Well, the BPX continued lower last week, breaking below the 63.5 support level. Now, failure to break back above 63.5 confirms the probability of a continuation to the downside. However, a break back above 63.5 suggests a test of resistance at this 64 level. Let's take a look at the U.S. dollar versus the Australian dollar as seen here in the ISCFX options pair value AUX. Well, the AUX finished last week up at the 96.97 resistance level. A close above 96 suggests a continuation to the upside. However, rejection here opens the window for a retest of support down here within the 94.95 focal zone. Let's take a look at a few of our key points. First of all, the U.S. dollar index slipped lower last week, testing the 81.5 level. We suspect that this level should act as support. However, we are cautious of the upcoming Jackson Hole Symposium and its possible impact on the dollar. The CDD bounced higher out of the 98.99 support zone. A break above 99.5 should confirm a tradable move higher. The YUK reversed significantly as expected last week, now trading back down at the 78.5 support. We are open to a continuation lower. The EUI dipped lower into the 79.80 focal zone. A break and close above 80 should signal a move higher. However, once again, we are very cautious ahead of this upcoming Jackson Hole Symposium. The BPX slid lower to test 63 last week before bouncing. A break above 63.5 opens the window for a move higher. As long as the pair remains below 63.5, we are open to a continuation to the downside. And the AUX closed last week in the 96.97 focal zone after a brief dip lower. We are open to a continuation higher. However, a rejection at 96 opens the window for a retest of support at 94.95. And this has been your ISCFX Options Weekly Outlook for August 27th, 2012. As always, this is Jason Ayers of OptionSource.net reminding you to sign up for your free webinar at www.optionsource.net.